Okay, welcome back, guys. So in today's video, we'll be speaking on three subjects: the shitty job market, black fatigue, and uh, and a new device they came out with, a Game Stick Pro. You just stick it into your TV, you get to play Nintendo, Atari, Genesis, PS3, Xbox 360, Xbox Original. Comes with 100,000 thousands of video games downloaded from all types of old gaming consoles. You just get all this shit for free. So these are basically emulators, and people can make their own emulators. You could get an emulator made for you in China, and you could tell them to install. You could like install PS5 on it too. You literally could probably make your own emulator and make your own PlayStation 5 at home without even buying one from the store. Because shit is so expensive, people are starting to get creative and beat this and trying to find loopholes to beat the system. So if you could get it, if you could somehow get an emulator box and download PlayStation 5 on it, you could like sell it. This is what people will do in the future since shit is so expensive. I possibly do see emulators being viable in the future since shit is expensive. Then so then second so then second who the fuck is out here buying PlayStation 5? Well, there's some people that buy the new Xbox and PlayStation 5. I love both systems. I rather prefer Xbox. Now for God of War and other video games, yeah, I would do the Xbox, PlayStation 5. PlayStation is more detailed too than Xbox, but Xbox have more games like Elder Scrolls Online, Halo. So certain games you got to get the Xbox for. Some games you got to get the PS5 for, and Steam is in between Xbox and PlayStation. All the Xbox and PlayStation games you find on Steam. But Steam is going to even come out there on console too, which Steam is the most expensive console. And I thought now Steam should have it for like cheaper than the PS5 and Xbox. Steam they do run good deals on their video games, but they're like the Steam Deck is $800. Now the Steam Deck is the same as the Nintendo Switch, but you get Steam games on there. Because like a 1 terabyte Steam Deck, you have to pay like $1,000 for it. So any Steam console will run you up to $1,000 for a good one. So we're gonna get into the show, and we're gonna get into the show. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment. Feel free to do so. Okay, we finna start the show now. I'm just gonna play my favorite song before we start the show.
Man, these people took my kids from me, then they froze my bank account. I got so much anger in me, got no way to take it out. Think I'm stuck in a matrix, when I flush my nitrous. Cause I am a cook, I like when people fuck on my dick. The shit that I'm posting on Twitter, they telling me, hey, don't say that. How niggas can't see me in public, I'm driving an all-chrome Maybach. With all of the money and fame, I still can't get my kids back. With all of the money and fame, I still don't get to see my children. Niggas see my Twitter, but they don't see how I be feeling. So I became a Nazi, yeah, bitch, I'm the villain. Nigga, how Hitler? Nigga, how Hitler? They don't understand the things I say on Twitter. Nigga, how Hitler? They don't understand the things I say on Twitter. All my niggas Nazis, nigga, how Hitler? Nigga, how Hitler? Nigga, how Hitler? All my niggas Nazis, nigga, how Hitler? She wanna fuck to Japan, I put the chrome on the Benz. Nigga, how Hitler? She reaching down in my pants, she got the world in her hands. Nigga, how Hitler? Nigga, how Hitler? Nigga, how Hitler? All my niggas Nazis, nigga, how Hitler? Nigga, how Hitler?
Okay, guys, we're back. We're back. We're gonna be get into the show. So, once again, leave a like, subscribe, comment if you want to. Feel free to subscribe, and thank you for your viewership. And with that, enjoy the show. Okay, so would be our first subject: a horrible job market. Now, lately, the job market has been shit. It's hard to fucking find a job. You apply hundreds of jobs everywhere. They all filled up. Well, first of all, they brung over some illegal immigrants. So for all like the teenagers and the regular people with college student loan debt they have to pay off, poor people, uh, unemployed people, we all have to fight over minimum wage jobs. It's hard to get a minimum wage job. Our country is literally overpopulated with immigrants. Then you got to compete with people for a job too. So once you fill in all these job applications, since there's a little amount of jobs left in this country, since shit keep shutting down like plants and stuff. So now people are limited to a certain amount of jobs they can have. All the corporate jobs are taken. First of all, it's going to be some damn boomer that or some older person that's hogging up the damn corporate jobs and don't want to pass it on to the young people. Second, how the fuck is the boomer supposed to retire when we live in a horrible economy? So we literally have to. It's literally a hunger game. It's Hunger Games when it comes to the job markets and the job market. It's literal Hunger Game. You have to compete with the immigrants they bought over here with your tax dollars. We got to compete with the boomers who won't retire and can't retire. We retire. We also got to compete with the other people our age. We got to compete with the the college students in debt. And don't even get me started on college. If you're not going to college to be a doctor, lawyer, plumber, electrician, or go to college to be a what other trade I could list, to be a welder or whatever. Unless your college degree doesn't have any value or purpose behind it, don't go there. You don't need to go there for business. You can literally learn business by reading a book. Because even a business degree is not worth it going into. Why would you go get a business degree so you can work for somebody else and be in debt? Most of these companies are not going to reward you for hard work. They're just going to treat you like shit. We don't live in a normal society. Society's broken. When you're in charge of a company, or where you work in corporate, you're just a fucking slave when you work in corporate. The people in corporate don't have any fucking morals. They don't want you to have morals when you work in a corporate. They want you to be cold hearted. The CEOs who hire you in that corporate spot want you to be cold hearted just like them so that company can run perfectly and well. The actual corporate world itself is a Hunger Games. Oh, if you all put in the same work, if you put in the work, you're guaranteed to go climb up in this company. But you got people putting in the twice amount of work as you. Then the people who put in hard work are not going to get the promotion. Let's say if there's a person, the hardest working person in that company won't get a promotion. They're just going to force more work on you. So they put that carrot on the stick. They put that carrot on the fishing pole. Like they do in Minecraft. You get to ride the pig and use your fishing pole to wave a carrot in front of his face, and it goes in the direction you want it to, nonstop. No similar to me putting a fucking fishing carrot on a fishing pole and waving in front of a pig's face, and I got the pig. I'm riding the damn pig, and the pig is going the direction I tell him to go to. I don't want him to reach the carrot. I just want because you don't want him to reach the carrot. You want to wave that carrot in front of his face so it could just keep chasing it. So you get a free ride out of him. Oh, sorry, it's just turning off my heater. Okay. Yeah, this whole economy and job market and shit is a fucking scam. So the hours you put in that work is to make somebody else's hopes and dreams come true. And let's say if you even have a family, your wife can't stay home no more, cook and clean and tend to the children, and you go to work. That don't work like that. Now your wife has no choice but to work a job. Probably even your kids too to help out. We just live in a shitty economy. You just never know what you're gonna get. That's why you don't have any kids. I'm not gonna have any children. I don't know if well I do know it's gonna get worse from here it's going to get worse, but I don't know what time of day, what time is going to get worse, what date is going to get worse, what hour is going to get worse. I don't know, but I know it's going to get worse. So I do not want to bring any children over here when I know it's about to get worse than this. Why would I do that? You know, it's just you just don't want to bring nobody else here to suffer. That because why would you have? Because if you know the world is getting worse, and you can see the social and moral and financial decay, and you read Albert Pike's World War III letter to Mozani, why the fuck would you want to bring a damn child here so they can fucking suffer? What the fuck is wrong with you? You know, the fucking grocery prices, and you know what? I'm glad I finally made my decision not to have any kids. So I just don't want the kids to grow up in a broken society where it's not perfect. Because if you bring children here, they're supposed to prosper. They're supposed to not have it. They're supposed to be stress free. They're supposed to live like normal people. We bring them over here so they could work and die and worry about a horrible economy. Make that make sense. You send your kids off to school. Now they got to worry about a school shooter. In the 1950s, 70s, and 80s and 90s, we didn't have to worry about nobody shooting up schools with kids in and now. But nowadays, we got to worry about school shooters. People still have children. Fucked up economy, cost of living, still having children. We're on the verge of an economic collapse. And you know what happens during a system collapse? Murders, rapes, theft going on in the streets. Let's have more kids so they can be brought up in that environment and suffer even more. People like fucking animals, man. That's no difference from a stupid ass chicken keep hatching eggs when they know the fucking farmer will take your damn your baby chickens and either crack them as eggs on his plate or fucking raise them up to be fried chicken and be slaughtered. You literally keep having children so they can for the slaughter. Make that make sense. But see, chickens and cows don't know any fucking better. Now humans doing this shit is way worse. Especially if you know when the damn collapse is around the corner. It's even worse if you're a human doing this shit. You're just an evil fucker if you know the world's fucked up and you want to bring children here. Now, it's a difference between being evil and ignorant. You know, if you're just ignorant and you're a dumbass, okay, I understand that. But say for instance, if I know the world's fucked up, if I have a child, I'm fucking evil for that. If for instance, even Lincoln Park decide to have a fucking kid. Now if you go in Lincoln Park's music, now if you go in oh, hold on, I'm typing in something real quick. Okay, now if you look up look up Linkin Park's music and listen to his music, he mostly sings about his whole content and genre evolves around like how fucked up the world is and we live in a shitty world. Now, okay, for like a person like him would he has the same mindset as an anti-natalist, but he decided to have a child, which like that was even confusing. I was surprised he had a child. Damn, the world's fucked up. You just like the world could be fucked up, and we could be living in a zombie apocalypse. But like people would decide to have children. So that's my thing on anti-natalism. Okay, let's go react to this. Let's go react to this video real quick. I'm gonna make this a short video, guys.
The jobs report was just released, and it shows that the U.S. labor market continues to weaken. They released the data for October and November at the same time, and the U.S. labor market lost 105,000 jobs in October and gained 64,000 jobs in November. Now, I want you to take a look for yourself. I mean, you could be the judge and determine how good or how bad the labor market's been trending. So here are the jobs added on a monthly basis for the past 4 years. And look at the trend. I mean, everybody knows that the labor market has been worsening over the past few years. But it's the past 6 months where things have really been taking a turn for the worse. I mean, as you can see, there's been job losses in the past 3 of the latest 6 months. And October was a brutally bad month with over 100,000 jobs lost. And another thing that I want you to keep in mind is that these numbers for October and for November, I mean, they're not accurate. I don't think that's a surprise for most people. Most likely, they're revised downward and most likely heavily. As a matter of fact, even Jerome Powell, who's the chair of the Federal Reserve, recently said that most likely these job figures are being drastically overstated. Powell said that he suspects that the job numbers are overstated by as much as 60,000 jobs per month. Anyways, everybody knows that the labor market is weaker than the government is reporting, which is why the Federal Reserve has been cutting interest rates in order to help the economy and to help the labor markets. And we're going to take a look at how today's jobs report, affected the odds of an interest rate cut in January. Now, turning to unemployment, the rate of unemployment has now jumped up to 4.6%. Take a look at the chart. Like, that is not good. And I just want to point out that Jay Powell, chair of the Federal Reserve, said that when it comes to the labor markets, the single most important data point is the rate of unemployment. And there you have it. I mean, look at the chart. It's looking very ugly. Now, here's something that I want to show you. I want to say that's very disappointing to me. So wages are growing at a rate of 3.5%. And currently, the rate of inflation is around 6%. That means that wages are not keeping up with inflation. This means that most Americans continue to see pay cuts in 2025. So essentially, if you're not getting a 6% raise, then you are accepting a pay cut. So I just want you to keep this in mind, because when it comes time to negotiate your compensation, anything over 6%, a 6% raise would technically be considered a true raise. And I just want to point out that that would only be true if the rate of inflation stays about the same. However, the thing is that I expect the rate of inflation to sharply accelerate in 2026, because you have to remember that the Federal Reserve has turned the money printers back on as of last Friday. Now, some people may erroneously say, Brian, the rate of inflation is 3.0%. That's according to the government CPI.
Okay, so so he first of all, he just said most people's wages aren't can't keep up with the economy, because there's even there's even like blue and white collar people, they get paid like $30 per hour. Even that's not shit like it used to be anymore. Because back then, like in the 1990s, if you was making 20 to 30, then you was really doing good for yourself. Now it's not even doing nothing no more. Then let me turn off my heater. There we go. So anyway, yeah, wait, what I lost the train of thought. So this guy is basically saying like most people's wages can't keep up with their jobs, because mind you, some people get the minimum wage in Illinois is $15 per hour. I get paid $15 per hour, even though my company even though the current company I work for raised the base pay for $18 per hour. They still kept me at 15, the old rate, which was the old rate 2 years ago I started. Told the district manager about it. Oh, we could pay you $15 per hour and pay the new people $18 per hour because we're allowed to do so. Now I got a lawyer, but the lawyer said there's nothing they could do, because they legally you can't do that in Illinois. If you started 2 years ago, as long as the minimum wage is 15, they can pay you 15. But they could also raise a base pay to 18, but keep you at 15 since that's the minimum wage in Illinois. So I'm currently stuck at that job until I get my car in springtime, because I'll be taking more driver's courses in springtime. But that's for a whole nother subject. But yeah, $15 per hour. You can't do shit with 15. With 15, you can $15 per hour. But there was let me give a good example. When you go to the grocery store, your average grocery bill will be 40 to 80 fucking dollars. You uh you buy ingredients to make tacos, that'll be like what, $20 to $30, depending on where you get your shit at. You make you make meatloafs, so that meatloaf might cost you like about tube of ground beef costs like about $13. Depending on how many pounds of ground beef you buy, it'll probably cost you like to it could probably cost you like a good $25. Breakfast ingredients. Breakfast sausages probably cost you like around $12, and then if you buy pancakes, that'll probably be another depending on which pancakes you buy, that'll probably be another $8. So to buy like spend money on breakfast, that'll be like a good $25 to $30. So you notice a pattern here is your average grocery bill is your average grocery bill is like 20 to 40 fucking dollars if you want to buy a few shit. Now if you want to buy like shit to last you in a week or last you for a few days, that'll be 80 fucking dollars, but you get paid 15. Now to keep up with the grocery, like to keep up with all the shit, you'll probably have to now let's say if you make $30 per hour, that's not even enough money neither, especially if you have bills. And you got a 30 fucking dollars. So $30 versus $12 for a pack of hot dogs. $6 for orange juice. $12 no $15 for a dozen of eggs. So 15 plus $5 orange juice, 20 plus $13 ground beef plus no, yeah, let me get my calculator. Let's all those three things from the grocery store, let me add that up. 5 plus 15 plus 13. You'll be looking at $33 for three things you bought from the store. But mind you, you get paid $30 per hour. So you have to keep spending $30 every day you go to the grocery store to feed yourself and family. Even though the average grocery bill is like 100. So you mean that means you have to, so you be still making $30, but you got to make shit last around your household. So you can make like make $30, a $30 grocery bill. That's only it'll last only a few days if you have a family, depending on what you feed them. So you have to constantly keep going to the grocery store spending 30 or 40 or 60. Yeah, man, shit is not fair. So $30 per hour isn't enough. You at least have to be making $50 per hour, which all the $50 per hour, I mean, all those jobs will probably be taken anyway because it's a high competition and it's less likely you will get the job anyway because it's like most jobs come with requirements. But it depends on your situation, though. I mean, if it's a trade, you can most likely land a job if you have a trade and no skills. But even in the trades, you got to have experience. You know, they don't, because back then, if you were a new guy, everybody would train the new guy. Everybody was willing to show the new guy where to go and how to do shit and how to move in a company. But there's like I said, we live in an overpopulated world, so there's like a lot of people who have the same degree as you. So you're not valuable no more since a lot of people have the same skill and knowledge and degree as you. So they really don't have to pay you that much, and they don't have to train you. They can find somebody else that knows how to do it. Everything's about fast production. They don't want to take the time out to train you. So then what the hell do you do if they don't want to train you? Then what the fuck do you do? You just start at the low level? Wait till you fucking 60 years old and your fucking prostates fucking hurt every time you fucking squat over. Now you're making $50 per hour, but you could have made that money in your early 20s and enjoyed your life. But now now the company wants to wait till you get your fucking prostates fried by the damn doctor because you have a hard time pissing in the fucking jar. So now they want to decide to make you now you reach your top peak at 60 or 40. You don't want to fucking reach your top peak at 30 or 40 or your late 20s. You want to reach your damn top peak right now. back then there was back in the Wild West days, I would probably have my own business, my own family, had everything. But since we've been industrialized, this is what industrialism does to us, though. It limits our growth. So that's why I advise people to move off the grid and find their own move off the grid and find their own way. So stop depending on big companies. You know, if you want to make it happen for yourself when you reach a top peak, run your own business. You know, just get you a trade and a trade skill and just start your own business. Now, unless you're a doctor or whatever, let's say if you graduated being a doctor, okay, you are guaranteed to make a lot of money after you graduate because hospitals always need doctors and interns for doctors and stuff. So if you're a doctor, you're just bound to make money. Or if you're a lawyer.
Inflation reports. So if wages are growing at a rate of 3.5%, then wages are growing faster than the rate.
And he mentioned that the Federal Reserve keep printing more money too. So if the Federal Reserve print more money, the greedy ass companies will start price gouging again. Hey, if the Federal Reserve is printing more money, this is an opportunity for us to get more money. So we're going to raise our prices. So if you've been given a raise, or if they raise the minimum wage, that's not a good thing. I mean, it might be good for a teenager that lives at home with his parents, don't have to pay any bills, okay. But even saying with that, you know, the teenager or a person who works those jobs like to go buy food and snacks. Now the food companies and all that are going to raise their prices because it's opportunity for them to get more money. More money they print, the more they're going to raise their prices on every fucking thing. That's how a greedy ass monopoly system works, like that. It's called price gouging. So really, the goalposts will always be moved. You can't win in this system. The goalposts will always be moved.
Inflation. And I just want to respond to that by saying that that is completely incorrect. What you have to understand is that the CPI inflation report does not measure the change in prices. The CPI inflation report does not measure price inflation. The CPI inflation report measures the change in the cost of living, which is a completely different thing. Here's how the money supply has been growing. So this is coming straight from the Federal Reserve's website, and it is at an all-time record high. So I want to zoom in for you to see the past 10 years. So the money supply has been growing at an annualized rate of approximately 5% recently. But now, I mean, we have the situation where the money printers are turned back on and interest rate cuts have been happening in Q4. And there's going to be more money loaned into existence. And we're going to be closer to 6% as of right now. Again, if your employer does not give you a 6% pay raise, then you are agreeing to a pay cuts and a lower standard of living for you and your family.
Fuck that. That's why I'm not going to have a family when I grow up.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 40.
Now, let's talk about
the fucking simple solution is, I know this doesn't have shit to do with the damn topic, but if the economy is fucked up, just don't bring any damn kids into the world. Why the fuck do they have to experience it? Oh, I hate to be lonely, man. Your mother brought you in the world because we hate to be lonely. Motherfucker, go adopt a damn dog. We have a lot of kids. Go adopt a damn kid. The fucking system's flooded with orphans. Go fucking adopt the orphan. You know, I don't know. Fucking adopt a fucking dog. Or go find you some fucking roommates to go live with. Damn, I mean, if you that fucking lonely, human nature, me and your mother brought you over here for human nature. Ha ha ha. Because we hate to be lonely. Yeah, we get to fucking suffer together as a fucking family because you hate to be lonely. That's fucking great. You know what? Maybe maybe I'm just gonna cover all of us in gasoline and burn the house down with me and you in it. So we all burn and suffer together, right? By your own logic. It's fucking ridiculous. It's fucking psychopathic too. I mean, if you that fucking lonely, like I don't have any issue being lonely, you know. it's kind of narcissistic too.
Layoffs, and this is coming from the Challenger reports. From January to November, job cuts are up by 54% year over year, which is stunning. From January 2025 through November of 2025, employers have announced 1,170,821 job cuts. And again, that's up by 54% compared to January through November of 2024. For the month of November, here are the top 4 reasons why companies are cutting jobs. One of them was restructuring. 217,000 jobs lost in November due to store, unit, or department closings. Another one was artificial intelligence, so AI, which was cited for 6,280 job cuts in November. AI has been responsible for 54,694 job cuts this year in 2025. And then there's market and economic conditions cited for 15,755 job cuts in November. And then there's, of course, Doge. So the downstream effect has been responsible for more job losses in November. And here are the industries that have been cutting the most jobs in November. So please take a look. Perhaps.
Okay, yeah, telecommunication. We don't even need people for telecommunication. I think you get robots to do it too. You know, you also get robots that do all that stuff, like the spam callers, automation. So the telecommunication providers announced 15,139 job cuts in November, primarily on plans on Verizon. This is the highest monthly total since April 2020, when 16,552 layoffs were announced. So far this year, the sector that has announced 38,035 layoff plans, up to 268% from the 2,331 announced through the same period last year. Now, the technology part. Yeah, now a lot of people get laid off. Like Amazon is laying the tech support off because it's being replaced by AI. A few banks that did it too, but the banks is really not doing it that much as other companies. The IT is getting laid off. So really, like the people who most people are getting laid off from tech because you got AI that could code stuff, because they're slowly trying to replace coders too. Because I know a few people that went into coding in like IT and technology that who can't even find jobs right now because there's one guy I know in the Discord who went to school for IT because he lives in the UK, so I know him in Discord. That's why I know him in Discord. So even the people in the UK are suffering from this shitty job market too. This guy said he went to school for IT, so So after he graduated from IT school, he tried to find a job, but the fucking jobs told him he was overqualified. Oh, you're overqualified. Oh, you don't match the job experience. Oh, you need 10 years worth of experience. Because back then you could just join a damn company and they will train you. You could work up in that company. If you work hard enough in that company and put in work, you could possibly get a management title. So if you were a good worker in the company back in the 90s or back in the 80s when America was at its top peak, you could just join a company right after you go to school. They will train you. They'll walk you through everything. And once you get good at the job, you become a hard worker. Once you work hard at the job, you get to back then they'll give you promotions. Now you don't get any promotions now. A guy could come out of college and get a promotion before a person who's been working at that company get one. A person who went to school for IT, they might not even get that damn IT job. They might be stuck flipping burgers for the rest of their fucking life. This whole fucking system is a damn scam. Or they might be, try to apply somewhere. Oh, you need 5 years worth of experience. Apply at 100 other jobs. Oh, you need experience. You need you need a bachelor's degree. You need the highest level degree. Like it's so many people with the same damn degrees that the shit just played out. Now they get to get ridiculous with it. More demands and less pay. Oh, but I forget. Let's keep having more children so they could suffer the collapse. So technology continues to lead in the private sector job cuts as technology companies announced 12,370 in November. So far this year, these companies have announced 153,536 job cuts, up to 17% from the 130,701 announced through November 2024. Companies have, particularly those that handle beef products, announced in 6,708 cuts in November. Year date, the sector has cut 34,165 jobs, a 26% increase from the 7,660 cuts announced in the same period last year. The services sector, which includes companies that provide, so the food companies are being laid off too. Like Tyson, some of the Tyson plants are closing as well. Because you can look up on the internet, a lot of job plants are closing. I mean, a lot of food plants are closing. Okay, about the food companies, yeah, like I have noticed like a few, like even like Wendy's is like closing a lot of their locations too. So now we finna lose Wendy's. Um, I heard IHOP is cutting their locations too. Because even you can like go inside, like even like well, McDonald's is still crowded because people eat that shit every fucking day. I don't know why they fucking can't let go of McDonald's. Sometimes I'll eat McDonald's if I have to take a train outside of town, or if I so happen to be out of town, I just go to McDonald's. That's the only time I go. But other than that, I wouldn't eat McDonald's for dinner because that shit is way too expensive. I'm not saying McDonald's is shit, but McDonald's is way too fucking expensive. I spend $20 on a fucking meal with a few shit that comes with it. Fucking burger costs $5. But yeah, like all the other, like even like through a Burger King and Popeyes, you're not gonna find a lot of people in these damn restaurants. Most of these West restaurants be empty. People don't have the money to buy all this shit, so they have to keep closing. The services sector, which includes the company who provides, I don't even know shit about the service sector. The retail, yeah, like a lot of retail companies are going out of business. Like Amazon, for an instance. Amazon is closing a lot of facilities. A lot of facilities is being closed, and like Amazon just slashing jobs like hell over there. Because lately, like I haven't been seeing a lot of Amazon packages lately. Because I've ordered a few shit. I ordered shit from Amazon, and my package just keeps being delayed, delayed, delayed. I had a package that was supposed to arrive today because I ordered ravioli through Amazon because I just want to see will it be like ordering food from Amazon. So I ordered like a beef ravioli from Amazon. Never came in. It was supposed to come in yesterday actually, but it never did. So it's just keep delaying, delaying, delaying. So all these Amazon packages are just keep being on delay. So why is that? Well, yeah, that's because they closing a lot of facilities. Even FedEx is like slashing a lot of jobs too. Because if you notice too, like the even like the train cars had got shorter too. Because there used to be like a lot of train cars. Now there isn't anymore. So just like the small details, people just really don't understand the small details. People think, oh, we live in the world is rainbows and peaches. We still live in a stable world. This world is not stable. This economy is not stable at all. This country is really falling. Is on a quick decline. And you got to keep in mind too, like the tariffs. Like shit come from China, shit come from Mexico, shit comes from India. Oh America, we're gonna be we're gonna make money off the tariffs because what we're gonna do, we're gonna charge China and Russia and Mexico and South Africa and Germany, any other country who wants to do business with America. We're gonna tax the hell out of them to sell over here to America. So now, since you keep taxing the hell out of China and all these other countries that we depend on, who actually isn't losing money, by the way, because if you tax the hell out of China, all China's going to do is make their products over here, make their products to be manufactured over there even more expensive, so it could fit out so their profits could balance with the taxes. let's say if I was U.S. and United States, let's say if United States says, okay, we're gonna make China pay for their we're gonna make China pay through the tariffs, 160%. Okay, so if China can't afford that, okay, since it's expensive to ship shit over here from China to United States of America, now China's gonna raise their prices. They're gonna raise the prices over there so it could fit with their income, because they don't want the terrorists to fuck with their income or slash their income. So they're gonna raise their prices even more, so so their benefits, so their income could balance everything out. That's how business works. If you let's say if you have let's say if you have an Apple business, it costs you $1. It costs you $1 to make to it costs you like $1 to ship the damn apples. It's just simple mathematics. So let's say if it costs you $1 to ship the fucking apples, so you're gonna sell each apple like at $3. So that because you as a company got to pay for the shipping. So you're gonna charge the person $3, $2 for the apple, and $1 for the shipping. So that dollar the customer is gonna cover that shipping for and handling for you. Same thing with China. China could raise a ship, like AliExpress, for example, is affected by the tariffs. We thinking, okay, China is going to be China is going to pay for it. No, the American citizens is going to pay for it, because all China is going to do is raise their prices over there. And now, since companies like Ford or like even clothing companies like Nike or Jordan, they're going to raise their prices too, because their manufacturer over there is raising their prices in China, because the manufacturer in China, the sweatshop in China, gotta have enough money left over for the company, so they're not gonna go keep their prices at a regular pace. So now, since their manufacturer raised the prices, now Nike gonna raise the prices, so Americans have to pay more. So really, you Americans are paying for the tariffs. So of course, that's why a big reason why the retail is hurting due to the tariffs. Nonprofits continue to be impacted by the government funding. Yeah, even like the government shutdown. There's supposed to be another government shutdown in January, but for some reason they kept the government open during the government was kept open during the holidays, because they got to keep the regular people distracted around the holidays, bread and circuses, because that's another reason how Rome fell, due to bread and circuses. So now, since you got the people being distracted over holidays, um, now now you shut the shit down right after Christmas and New Year's Eve. So now after you people have been distracted by your holidays, drinking and partying and celebrating, now you're back to fucking more misery. And the fucking New Year is gonna start with more fucking misery. Job slashes. Make that make sense, people. You're living in the fucking collapse. Prepare for it.
You may be
Yeah, we're getting at 40 minutes. I'll make a whole nother video about that. I gotta make the stream fast as possible. Now, there's another video I want to react to, the Passport Bro movement video. Hold on, let me. Oh shit! This meal look good. This lady prepared for this, man. I might actually make a whole different video about this.
Babe, can you go grab water?
Where?
The bottle inside. Yeah.
My typical day in Thailand as a black man. Yeah, no, another thing, yeah, and another thing, like most well, how to word this without being flagged on YouTube, but most black fair use women fair use in America treat the black men like shit. Black men are dusty. You must have money in your pocket. Because I even had this debate with my cousin too. He's like fucking 40 years old. So and he grew up in the black neighborhood. So he should already know. He should already know what I'm talking about. But he obviously, oh, you said passport bro movement is better than your own women. Obviously, because I explained to him that I'm not black, I'm Cuban, but he said, "Oh yeah, you shame, you putting your own black woman to shame." So then I explained to him, "Yeah, if you like go to like a Mexican woman or whatever, she'll cook for you, but the black woman won't cook for you." Then I explained to him that basically it's but usually black men are better off getting passports because if you try with a black woman, you're gonna be dusty. You ain't gonna have enough money. Uh, uh, you ain't shit. You a bitch, you a hoe, you this, you that. And yes, black women cuss black men out like they're another, like a man cusses a woman out. Like they really act like men. They act manly. They always cuss. They always loud. They always obnoxious, rude, loud. Because I mean, a woman should not be using foul language like that. No fucking ways. I mean, if you stub your toe, whatever you say, fuck or whatever, or if you sometimes people let little cuss words out, but if you just like regularly cuss, if you like a person who just cusses regularly and a lot, shit, fuck, nigga, that's this, that, bitch, nigga, shit, and all this other stupid shit, all this other stupid stuff, then okay, that shows you have a lot of testosterone. Now, if a man just cusses when you talk, okay, I understand that, but yeah, men have a lot of men have testosterone. They're supposed to like cuss and to get that pointed straight. No, a woman shouldn't be saying shit, this and that, bitch, and like having like a lot of attitudes and stuff. That's too masculine. That's why I really don't prefer black women because they've been rude to me every time you approach a black woman, they're rude. Now, if you approach a non-black woman, they'll be less rude. But if you want a non-black woman, you better off just going to overseas because every woman over here in America is kind of fucked up. You see what this this woman in Thailand had made for him. You know, um, you see what this woman made for him. She made boiled eggs for him, and she made a lot for him too to make sure this brother's full. Carrots, boiled eggs. I don't know what this looks like. Either salad, like a plate of leaves, some black beans. Let me see what this guy's eating.
So, we can't see the live with Come to Thailand. He said, I just left.
She said, "Come to Thailand."
Thailand. Come to Thailand. อันนี้ของแกเนี่ยน่าจะเป็นอันนี้เลย
Let me give you one reason, because I know you guys have seen my content switch up since I came to Thailand. It's not because of what happened in Brazil. Let me give you the reason why I didn't do it in Brazil. Number one, you guys see me frequent a lot of places. Not a lot of places, but you see me.
Okay, I know what he's gonna say but I'm gonna say it before he says it because I know exactly what he's gonna say. Yeah, if you're a passport bro, don't go to Brazil or because you got to keep in mind not to be racist or whatever, but like the black like because there's a difference between regular Latinos and black Latinos. Like the black like any black American is fucked up. Because the Americas is the whole continent, North America and South America. Now Brazilians are black South Americans, like the darker skinned South Americans. The darker skinned South Americans or South Americans as a whole is totally effed up in fair use. I know YouTube is gonna flag this video down. I don't give a shit. I'll just go to Rumble with BitChute or Go MTV. So the darker skinned people, South Americans, tend to be more ghetto. Now most South Americans are fucked up like due to the cartels down there, but like the regular like Mexicans and Latinos like normal, but like the darker skinned ones, like the ones that's close to being black, they're like the most fucked up ones out of all of them. Now the only like normal blacks I would say like in or like in Americas is like the Cubans because like they still like the black Cuban women still like wear dresses. They still dress appeal. They're based most of them like some places you just don't go like even Dominican women act so damn loud and ratchet and ghetto. Um, Jamaicans okay. The Jamaicans are pretty cool because like most Jamaicans are pretty cool though if you go over there. I haven't been to Jamaica, but I heard good things about it. So the Jamaicans are pretty cool. Like the Panamanians too are pretty cool. But like if you like go to Colombia and Brazil, like those are trash people. You don't want to go to Colombia and Brazil. Colombia and Brazil is trash. So it really does depend on which country has the most blacks. It depends on which country is trash or not. Race don't play a role in it. It's just because like Colombia and Brazil is trash, but Mexico is like a regular modern. It's like a regular based country. So it depends on what country you go to.
Show exactly where I'm at in Thailand. That's because Thailand, you usually don't have to worry about the danger here. But in Brazil, me showing places that are frequent is not a good idea because they have the criminals have guns there, and in Thailand that's just not a thing for what I'm seeing. And I had the feeling that if I keep showing, because I went to a lot of the same places, and if I keep showing the places that I go to, somebody might be waiting on me one day there. And I think I may have been right because whenever I left to Thailand, I had somebody in Brazil, another black expat in Brazil. He told me that once he seen my face on the news, that he was like, if you see this guy, basically like bring him to me. And he had said something about I had disrespected his cousin or something. I don't disrespect women, so I was, I'm still waiting to figure out who that girl is. I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know if they just made that up. But let's say it was true, and had I been frequenting those same places, then that probably would have been that good. So I'm glad I didn't do that. If I would have did that, I'd already be at 100K subscribers. I did a lot of fun stuff, seen a lot of beautiful women, went a lot of nice places, nice food, but I couldn't do that. I just knew I shouldn't do that. But now in Thailand, I can show you guys pretty much everything. Because laws are harsh here, penalties are harsh here in Thailand, so there's not a lot of crime. This is a country where if you step on the money, the Thai baht, you can get prison time up to 15 years just for stepping on money. So I don't think they have a lot of crime here. You know what I mean? Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, when it's something like that, in the United States, you can talk bad about the president and nothing happens. I don't think you can do that in Thailand. I don't think you can talk bad about the king because they have a king. That's not the same thing as a president. Kings have almost absolute power, not like they used to.
Yes, yeah. So now like a king, like if a king is running the country, the country is not going to be corrupt because that's the actual king, and that the actual king who actually cares, like who lived amongst his people, who cares about his people is. Because a king, now anybody can place a king in the office, but if it's a king, 9 out of 10, it's not going to be, it's not going to have too much political influence because it's just going to be one person who runs the shit. It's not going to be any outsider influence, like corporations or any other shit. Yeah, because I do think we should go back to having kings and queens. Because at least if you have a king and a queen in his own empire, like at least the empire won't be ran by corporations and rich greedy people because you'll have a king, but the king can also be fucked up too. So it also depends on who the king is. But yeah, I do think we should go back to having kings and queens who run the empire.
But almost. So I just wanted to say that that's part of the reason why the content is switched up. And whenever I do return to South America, some other places where it's a little more dangerous, like Africa, South America, some parts of Europe, you won't see a lot of places that I'm frequenting. Okay, so I just want to let y'all know that. But today we're about to go to, I believe we're either going zip lining, waterfall. We're doing something race cars. We have to drive about an hour away, so we're gonna rent a car and I'm gonna drive over there on the right side of the car, which I've never done that. But we're gonna drive and gonna take my drone with me. I'm gonna get a lot of footage. So y'all stay tuned. Yes. I changed the plans. We're now going to play with the elephants. Because the place we were originally going to, we didn't have enough time to get there. It's an hour away or something like that. Too far away to get there on time. So now, we're going to play with the elephants.
Unless you have a story, you don't have a way to persuade people.
Sorry, y'all, I didn't have that much energy on the last clip. It's because my allergy medicine is no longer present, but they have something that works. It works just as good as Claritin D, but you gotta take it every 4 hours, so that's only a downside. Besides, Claritin D that I had was every 12 hours. The 24 hours does not work. But my energy is back and I feel a lot better. So I'm gonna show y'all, we're at this elephant sanctuary. I guess it's like you wear swim clothes to play with the elephants in the water, I guess. So you gotta come, we're over here. It can't be over here.
Yeah, and like another thing about like the Thailand's environment too is stress free because it's stress free because you got because first of all like even like the because first of all like you got like a lot of fun shit you could do over there in Thailand versus over here in America. All you just doing is consuming. If you want to have fun, if you want to have fun, just go to the grocery store, go buy a pack of Oreos and Gatorade, and go buy the latest video game that come out. If you want to have fun, go buy some $300 sneakers. If you want to have fun, just go. If you want to have fun, just go buy a fucking gaming computer. So we as Americans, if we want to have fun, or have some shit to do, all we just do is spend extra money. Versus over there in Thailand, like they got beaches you could walk on, elephant spas, like actual new shit you could try out, or like massages and other shit. They got restaurants and shit you could consume too, but it's not overly priced and expensive. Because over here in America, everything is sold to you as a luxury. For an example, eating at a McDonald's is a luxury. That's expensive. Having DoorDash is hell of expensive. Having money, you just be on the couch watching. You can be on the couch playing God of War on your PS5. You hear a knock at the door, and then they deliver your chicken wings. It sounds luxurious and it sounds great. It sounds great to have somebody deliver shit to your door, but you have to pay for this shit. It's expensive. So yeah, like a lot of shit is expensive. So if you want to have something to do in America, have fun, it's not like Thailand where you can like go to spas and try new shit, or like go walk on the beach, or just walk on the beach, or go on the trail and relax. Instead, over here in America, you've been told go buy some sneakers, go buy the latest PS5, go consume.
I don't think so, because this middle. I don't see them having this behind this building. So I think you might buy tickets or something here and then go somewhere else, right? That's what Kate says. She's the expert, so she knows. She's a Thai tour guide. But yeah, so we're about to buy tickets here. All right, guys. So we're late to that too. We're late to the zip line and elephants. So now we gotta figure out what we're gonna do next.
We can walk around.
We're gonna walk around.
Mm-hmm.
Kate wants to explore.
Yeah.
Chiang Mai. I love Thailand. Anyway, this is what Chiang Mai looks like. Remember, it's a landlocked city, so there's no beach. So it's not gonna look like Phuket or Pattaya.
What you want?
A
milkshake.
So now we're about to buy a milkshake. So now we're about to buy a milkshake over here. We're gonna keep walking.
Now, if you closely look at the women in Thailand, most of them have curves and features too, but they're not like having tattoos everywhere on their body. They're not overly sexually explicit. Now they do wear shorts and tight leggings and shit like that, but they're not like overly explicit like American women. The westernized woman will go far as like will go as far as like having tattoos cover up all of her body, fake ass eyelashes, being drunk in the middle of this damn street, um, talking explicit about themselves, talking explicit about their privates, and other stupid shit. You know, they're not like these women. They're not all loud in the street. They're hum they're silent, humble, and submissive. You know, that's what a woman is supposed to be. You know, they're not supposed to be obnoxious like the Western women. The Western women are like men with vaginas, but if you like gave them but if you like gave them sexy clothing to wear, like that's how literally that's how like the westernized woman act. Versus the woman in Thailand, you could it's easier to get them because because if they understand, you know, he's the provider, so I must try hard to nurture him because he's the provider, so I must keep him. That's the mentality of the Thailand woman. And it's easy to do polygamy over there too if you wanted to.
It doesn't matter who came up with this design. I'd bet 99% of people have never seen anything like it. When you're doing outdoor sports in winter, the cold wind freezes your head, face, and ears. This windproof hat has a thick fleece lining that keeps you fully warm, and its ear-covering design blocks wind and dust. Perfect for all cycling conditions and outdoor activities. Warm, safe, and essential for staying protected from the cold. With a huge discount, it's now half price. The link I shared includes free shipping, and returns are free if you don't like it. It doesn't matter who came up with this design. I bet 99% of people have never seen anything like it. When you're out doing winter sports, the cold wind hits your head, face, and ears hard. This windproof hat has a thick fleece lining that keeps you totally warm, and its ear-covering style blocks wind and dust. Perfect for all cycling and outdoor activities, warm, safe, and essential for cold protection. Huge discount now, it's half price. The link I shared has free shipping, and returns are free if you don't like it.
Oh shit, I didn't fucking mean to make the fucking commercial play. Sorry, I was busy talking to somebody on the fucking phone. Oops. Subscribe.
All right. Look at my tour guide. I have a stomach ache. All right. Just wipe my mouth. Best tour guide ever. Look at my tour guide. See, she set me up today. She knew that elephant place was closed, so that way she could change back into her regular clothes and look better than me. She did. This is all planned. This is all planned. It's not fair.
So yeah, you could even look at Thailand scenery too. Most of Thailand scenery looks nice. You know, you don't see fentanyl addicts in the middle of the fucking street in their cities. Not a lot of crime running rampant. The criminals don't even have guns over there, I heard. And on top of that, I'm pretty sure there's no graffiti. Like the American city is just fucking flat out trash. Even Chicago's trash. Gang members. You fucking right. The public transportation. Gang members. Go to New Orleans. Gang members trash everywhere. L.A. gang members trash everywhere. Fentanyl addicts everywhere. Crime everywhere. You get shot with an AR-15 in the middle of the street. That's the condition that this country is in. See, over there in other countries it's normal, but over here in America, it's totally trash. Okay, I'm in this. Okay, I'm gonna end this. I'm gonna move on to our last topic. Oh, shit. Which one? I thought I had the video up here. Hold on, this is the emulator I'm talking about right here. Now the third subject, like the very last subject, it's actual subject. I'm gonna speak on a video game emulator where you could. This emulator comes with 100,000 worth of video, 100,000 video games. Some come with 20,000, some come with 40,000. Throughout these whole video games, you get to choose from Atari, Genesis, Xbox, the first Xbox release, Xbox 360, PS1, PS2, PS3, Nintendo, Capcom video games. So you can literally pay to play the old Resident Evil game on here too. They got old PC games you can play on this game emulator too. Now with these emulators, there's like a lot of emulators because I could probably get a custom device made for me where you can install the PS5 on the emulator. Imagine if they had a PS5 emulator, we could just buy from a third party website. You get to plug it inside of your TV and play PS5 games, and all the PS5 games are free too. You just plug it into your TV and start playing it, and it's all let's say you bought it for like $30. This is the same as that, but except for its old video game systems.
You actually see that one is for microphone. Oh wait. Focus. Okay, microphone on one for a headphone, and of course an on-off switch. Convenient. The situation with this tiny form factor, meaning that we do have some limitation, particularly when it comes to upscaling. It's pretty cool because we can play 8-bit, 16-bit, and there's even an option to add PlayStation 3, but take consideration it's going to be a hit or miss situation over here. So we're going to be doing a deep dive into this, but first let's do a little bit of a chit chat about.
Oh shit! Some come with Steam games. This
freaking all kinds of different platforms that you can add to the device. Of course, I already mentioned at the beginning of this video, we're going to be having a low budget situation with this tiny form factor, meaning that we do have some limitation, particularly when it comes to upscaling. It's pretty cool because we can play 8-bit, 16-bit, and there's even an option to add PlayStation 3, but take consideration it's going to be a hit or miss situation over here. So we're going to be doing a deep dive into this, but first let's do a little bit of a chit chat about system settings, and we're going to be into the information. Because in here we're going to be finding what kind of HP Elite desk is it actually, and what kind of power are we running today? So what we're getting actually is the HP Elite Desk 705 G4DM 35 watts. So the system is running on certain Linux, but that's not important. What is important, what kind of max frequency do we have for the GPU at this point? And of course, thanks to the AMD Ryzen 3 Pro 2200 GA, with Radeon Vega graphics. It's like the most powerful, let's say, onboard GPU, but this thing is able to actually run, like say, and upscale cool things. So yeah, 36 Celsius when it comes to the temperature. So that's pretty sweet. And that's one of the things I just love about this tiny form factor. But yeah, you can actually see like secure boot has been disabled. So that's actually it. And this is going to be a lot of fun. So let's just deep dive into some stuff. And let's have some overall fun with some game systems and see what we can do. So like you see over here with Battleshare, there are some tutorials out there that also like the option to even add Steam. Compatibility is of course a different story, but I understand there's even some Windows support for it. And
all these are different though. They come with
different emulators. See if you're going to be needed to tinker with. So let's go back. Let's press this in. I have been spending countless hours on the Game Boy with many different games, classic ones, but Battletoads is one of those systems. Game 2K, or if you have like a little bit of bad luck, you need to have 1080p. But if you're going to be looking into Dolphin, but also the PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 and many other systems, now that we're just using the original native resolution now, as this was intended to play on the PlayStation, no with cool things added to it, because I think this is the maximum we can expect from such a low power device.
Oh, wow, that's pretty cool. So yeah, these would probably be like these probably just gonna be like the new shit they have now, like emulators where you like if you want to play PS3 or Xbox 360 games, instead of paying for one, you could just get one that comes with 100,000 video games free to install with it. So these emulators are different. Some come with PS3, some comes with Xbox 360, some doesn't, but you have to get the correct one that does, because you can get a custom emulator made for you too, and on AliExpress. Because all you just do is make the emulator. You can install the PS5 emulator on there, and you'll probably have a PS5. I mean, you probably won't have multiplayer on it, because emulators don't come with multiplayer. Emulators, if you just want to play the game, so that's why I don't think emulators will replace the whole. I don't think emulators will ever replace the original consoles like Nintendo, Xbox, and PlayStation, because you always will need multiplayer. But emulators, just like if you just want to play the game just to play it. But some certain video games I don't want an emulator for, like Left 4 Dead. I don't want an emulator for that, because I just like to play with other people on it, because the original will always be better. Emulators are just like the fake shit. So that's why most emulators sell for like 40, 50, 80. There's some video games I want to play through the emulator, like Resident Evil 2 and 3, like the original ones, Silent Hill. Because you just some video games you just want to play them just for the fuck of it. You just don't care about the system. So with that, I'm gonna say leave a like and subscribe and comment if you want, if you feel free to do so. Thank you for enjoying this video, and we hope that you enjoyed the video. Thank you for your viewership, and with that, I'm gonna say peace out.